Sure, police helicopters flying around overhead isn't the best sign when you arrive at an RV park, but that's Sunshine Holiday in Fort Lauderdale. And we can't let the police helicopters distract us from the real reason we would stay at this RV park. Its proximity to one of the most beautiful beaches on the entire planet, Fort Lauderdale Beach. Sunrises unlike you've ever seen before. Hey everybody, this is Greenbean with Full-Time Coaster Tour, the only family on the internet that sold it all to ride them all. And today we're going to get into yet another RV park review that we've come across on our travels. And again, don't worry about the crime in the area. Look at the big 6-foot green wall they have between you and the city. And while we have seen Broward County sheriffs arrive from time to time, we have never felt unsafe while in this place, partially due to the green wall and the other piece being the iron gate. And they have a brand new system to get in. Last year they had a really cumbersome card system, and this year they've updated their entire system, which was very, very smooth and helpful. And this place is interesting. You can see when you come in, to the right is a full-on residential neighborhood of mobile homes, really beautiful, and the left is the RV park. And you can see here on the map, you would be coming in through the top. That pink area is the RV park. The rest of this map is the residential area, people that live there all year round. And you can see as we walk into the RV park side, they do a good job for an older park of trying to maintain the place. Beautiful landscaping. There's a lot of effort here. You can see it. Obviously, they can't change what the park is. It was built sometime in the 1950s, I think I was told. But you can keep up with the place, and their maintenance staff is really on their game. I was very impressed with their response time and how courteous they were. And this is going to be right around the time when you meet your first Floridian friend, the green lizards that are all over the place. So as I mentioned, Sunshine Holiday does straddle a residential area, and on the one street closest to the office, it's kind of a combo deal. You're going to see people that live there interdispersed with the RV community. And on this lawn, as you can see, this full-time resident does not like dog poop on his lawn. You want to take a guess where my dog's favorite spot to go was? So Sunshine Holiday has some really, really beautiful areas to it. Some are more spacious than others, and we'll get into the spots in a moment. But let's talk about their amenities. They have a rather large laundry room, 12 washers with 12 dryers. Now, the problem with that, oh, hello there. The problem with that is that it's for the RV park and the residences, so it can get kind of crowded. My advice, go early in the morning, and you seem to be able to slide right in during that. Now, they have two pools. The pool you're looking at here is the RV side pool. Now, it's kind of small, but it is beautiful. It's very well kept. There's a clubhouse here, and the water's always beautiful. And then we'll walk over to just over the border of the residential side. You'll see they have some open space and the pet waste receptacles there. This is going to be right next to the volleyball courts and the shuffleboard. Now, truth is, the RV park residents are allowed to use this space, but I gotta be honest and tell you, I've rarely seen it. So there is a volleyball court, there are the shuffleball courts, and there's a second pool here, even a little bit smaller than the previous pool. But again, I've been here 4 times. I've never seen an RV park side person over here on the residential side's pool, and they have another clubhouse. This is the bigger of the two clubhouses as well. Now, a really interesting thing that Sunshine Holiday offers is the community car wash. Now, it's nothing really elaborate or anything like that, but it is an identified space with hoses there, so you can maybe avoid making mud all over the place, and I thought that was pretty cool. This is right next to the main garbage center. They have a bunch of dumpsters. They used to recycle, but you don't need to walk over there if you're RV park residents. They will actually pick up your trash for you. Another neat little wrinkle by the amazing staff. They drive around happily saying hello and picking up your garbage and all that. Now let's get into the parking spaces. Every spot is going to have some variation of a patio pad. Some are small, some are large, some are a little bit more beautiful than others. You can see this rather large one here. And some are made from tile, some are concrete, some are both, some are surrounded with little seashells or stones. You can see all the different types of patio pads that they have available for you. Depending on the spot, that's what you're going to get. And you don't know before you get there. But again, every spot has at least something there for you to set up camp at. Now let's talk about the spacing. This is an issue at Sunshine Holiday. You can see how tight this is here. This one we actually felt was one of the more spacious spots that we've had. You almost can walk through between the two campers, which is not always the case. Like, look at this spot here. What are they going to do when they pull in? And they're going to use the spot. I've been here when every spot is taken, but it's sometimes pretty tight. Now, this is the best spot we've ever had. This is spot 374, right behind the office. If you can get this spot, please do. The best internet in the place, being closest to the office, and you have more space than is rightfully available to you in this park. And we had a great time while sitting there. We were there for a couple of weeks and it was fantastic. Now, this spot is going to come with a story that will highlight just how tight it is and how difficult it can be to get into each spot. Look at this spot here. This is 280, and there was literally no way for our 40-foot camper to get in there. We tried turning the corners, but they have so many obstacles, so we actually went the next street down and pulled through this spot, 301 here, drove straight through this spot. This way we can be on an angle to make it into that spot. You see it up there on the left, 280? Because when you try to cut it, there's literally no way to avoid hitting an obstacle. And even when you're pulling in, you see this nice new hose bib they have there? Look at that guy. Now, let me just say there's a reason why that thing's so new. No names need to be mentioned. Now, let me show you what it looked like once we were able to get in spot 280. Now, this one's the tightest spot that we've had there. You can see here how close we are to our neighbor. Thankfully, the neighbor was amazing. One of the nicest people I've ever met at an RV park, so that was positive. But you can see here, this is a tight one. I'm going to walk you around the other side. Truth is, we weren't even able to open our slides 100%, maybe 85, 90%. So we got through, but it still isn't optimal. You can see from this side, look at this. Look how tight. That's our master bedroom slide. Look at that. I think I can get through there. So that's what it looks like, and we weren't alone. I mean, there are quite a few spots that's the experience, but that aside, I want to tell you that I would recommend this place, not just for the staff and everything that they're trying to be there. They work hard to give you a positive experience, but again, because it's probably the closest Thousand Trails and Encore opportunity in the Fort Lauderdale area to get to that beach. So that's why we're there anyway. Don't spend much time in the RV park. Go to the beach. And thank you for watching, everybody. Please like and subscribe to follow the rest of our coaster tour.